I already know the title of the video is gonna be aiming for greatness because that's what's on my mind right now. And like, yo, there's so many things to talk about. I'm thinking more and more of the fact that am I gonna take this YouTube channel seriously? You know what I mean? Like, I'll see myself, at school or like at home, and I have time, and I'll be like, why aren't I doing a YouTube video? You know, and like I'm projecting myself in the future, saying like, yo, it would be so fucking nice that like in like 3, 5, 6, 7 years, 6, 7, shut up. That like I don't know, I'll have a community, and I could maybe live off my YouTube channel, make money, help out, donate, doing like donation streams and everything. Like I've been watching YouTubers since I was a fucking kid, And I always dreamed of like becoming one, saying like, yo, it looks so cool to like just live off, making YouTube videos, helping people out. You're your own boss. You decide when you want to do things. And now that I actually started, I understand many of YouTubers. Like, I've done, 13 videos? And, like, when a lot of YouTubers say, like, oh, my job is hard, and everyone's like, yo, what do you mean, bro? You're making millions, and you just have to record, like, a video game. In the sense, they're right. But what they really mean is the fact that there is no motivation to push you to do those videos, and that's what I'm feeling right now. You know what I mean? I'm literally doing a video of me talking about how I have no idea what to do a video, so I'm doing a video on it. You know how fucking unreal that is, bro? Like it's so dumb, but I understand that like sometimes you feel empty, but I just don't have the energy to like hop on like a game and like film and everything, because I don't know, like I wanted to play The Last of Us, right? And I don't know, in my head I'm always waiting for like the perfect moment. I mean, like I do want to play The Last of Us right now, but at the same time I would want to play like when I have like a community, because it's a game that's really important to me. It's like one of my favorite games. I don't want to play like a random moment, and I literally have no idea of like what kind of videos I want to make. Most of the time in my head I'll be, bro, I gotta upload, bro. I gotta upload, and I upload like once a week, not even, bro. Like I can expect to grow if, I post once a week. Like the reality is, who is gonna watch a random ass 17 Canadian year old guy, you know what I mean? And the thing is, I have to, you know, compete with millions of other people that already have like big channels, that already has like views and everything. So like the thing with YouTube is like, why would people watch you? What do you bring to the table? Why would people want to watch you and not this other person? What's so special about you? And I'm not playing a game while I do videos, right? Like when I do like video game videos or whatever, I don't exaggerate any of my reactions or whatever. But it's still that like you gotta be entertaining, you can't just be like and like on your screen doing nothing. So you gotta be someone and like kind of exaggerate your personality. And I feel like the hardest part for me is like, I guess, talking English. Even though I feel like I'm doing pretty well in English, it's just not like I speak French normally, right? And I noticed that with people, when I talked like in English with someone, right? I feel like my personality is like, not that it's different, because your personality is who you are. It doesn't change, like whether, it's just like the energy that you give off, you know? My energy of me talking in English versus me talking in French is really different, because you'll say different things, it's just the energy. But, and I've thought of making a YouTube channel in French, right? Even before I started, I was like, bro, should I do a YouTube channel in French? Because it'll just feel more natural. I won't really have to think of what I'm saying. That's another thing. When you're not speaking your first language, you have to constantly think about what you'll say, and like how to, it's really the difference between your first language and your second language, is that it's so easy to just talk with your first language because you've been talking with that language all your life. And that second language is like, bro, you're on child support, you gotta, bro, you gotta help yourself out, bro. And not, it's not that hard. It's just like, I see the difference, you know what I mean? And anyway, all that to say that I wanna, like in my head, I see myself in a few years, maybe, having a YouTube channel and everything, and I know what I have to do to achieve that goal, to achieve greatness, you know what I mean? But it's like, sometimes I'm literally sitting in front of my desk on my computer thinking about, like, what the fuck am I going to record? You know? And it's like I have no ideas. And it just sucks, man. It just fucking sucks. I'm not gonna lie. And it's when I'm talking about like aiming for greatness, it's not just about, what you want to do later. It's just like that feeling that I have more and more, that you want to do something of your life. You know that thing. It's like success is like right there, bro, and you're just gonna fucking grab onto it. But to do that, you have to work your ass off and actually grind the fuck out, because, well, it's not gonna happen by itself, you know. So that's what I'm saying when I said, yo, I know what I have to do to grow a bigger YouTube channel, and maybe, one day maybe live off of it. But it's like, I don't know, bro. It's like, I just gotta get off of my own head, you know. Like I said in a previous video, right? I feel like anyone could do great things. Like, there is nothing that is stopping you from doing what you want. And yes, there is things like, if you live in a poor country and you don't have the opportunities that you would want to have. But what I'm saying is, anyone could do the things they want to. You know, what is stopping you from fucking starting a Instagram page, and, or selling your clothes, or fucking writing a book? You know what I mean? I have so many ideas in my head that, like, I know what I want to do later, but it's like, god damn. Like, I don't know how fucking managed to get there, you know? It's like, yo, I was in school, right? I was like, what the fuck am I doing there? Like, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? Like, I could do something so more meaningful of my life than learning about some random ass project that I don't give a fuck, bro. And I know it's not even important, bro. It's just like, for me, school is really a waste of time. The only reason why I go to school is to see my friends. And, okay, no, it's not a waste of time, because you still learn things that are most likely useful, that you might use in your life. But for me, I feel like life is too short to, like, fuck around with things that doesn't interest you, that you don't like. Yeah, sometimes you have to kick your ass to do things that you don't want to do, but, like, do you really have to kick your ass for fucking 3 years in CJEP doing something that you don't like? For me, that's just a waste of time, bro. Because in those 3 years, you could, start doing the thing that you really want to do. And sometimes when you don't know what you want to do, well, you do have to like keep, walking forward in something that you might not like, but at least if you finish it and you realize that you don't like it, you could always change and do something that you might actually like. Anyway, what I want to say is I see myself at places in the future when I'm like, yo, I want to be there so bad. Not even like, I'm talking about like trips or anything, just seeing myself in like, just in a happy house. What the fuck am I saying? In a I don't know, it's just so hard to explain, bro. Like being happy because I don't have to worry about, money or stress or whatever that I could actually offer, you know, going on a trip with my family. I could, donate and stuff like that. I really want to achieve that goal of being where I want to in life. And I don't know how much years it will take to maybe even build something on YouTube or Instagram. But at least I could say that I tried. In 3, 4, 5 years, if I'm still doing YouTube and posting random clips on Instagram, right, and it's still not working, and I gained, I don't know, I have like maybe 2,000 subscribers, which is actually pretty good. But, in 5 years of YouTube, 2,000 subscribers, ah, you know, and it always depends how you see things, but I would be like, damn, there's probably something I'm doing wrong or whatever, right? I don't know, man. I just want to have a good life, you know. I don't want to have to stress about random shits and keep working at a job that I don't like and, spend all my life saving up so I could be fucking 65 and then like, oh yeah, I'm gonna retire. But then I'm old, I have no energy, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with that money? You know, absolutely fucking nothing because I can't do anything, you know. I feel like life is so precious and it's so short. So might as well do the things that you want to do when you're young and right now. God, man, it's just uh, for me aiming greatness isn't having big cars, a big house, or whatever, right? Even though sometimes I think about it, saying like, oh, it would be fun to have my dream car. It would be nice to have, a big house that, I'll have my family in and everything. They'll be comfortable. It would be nice to, give money to others that need it. But for me, actual greatness is just being happy with what you have. It's just being happy with what you built and being proud of the person you are. I ain't worth a sack of beans if I have all the money in the world, but I'm some dickhead who fucking treats other like shit. You know, I'm worth nothing. For me, greatness is knowing your worth, and just being proud of, the life that you're living. And like literally I said that in another video, but like the difference between people that will succeed and the one that will not is literally just doing. Between success and failure is just fucking doing the thing you need to do. My bad. For me in my head right now, to achieve that I have to grind out fucking YouTube. I have to fucking work my ass off editing, making videos, posting on Instagram, making clips, posting on YouTube Shorts, on TikToks. I have to do all that shit to achieve and to be where I want to fucking be in life. And I know it'll be fucking slow as shit. I know that, bro. I know YouTube isn't a fucking pay to win motherfucking app, you know. You have to fucking post videos for years and years, man. And luckily, I mean, if you look at like 10, 15 years ago, the YouTubers that are, successful right now, that are popular, yo, they've been posting hundreds of videos and thousands of videos, you know. And after like 2, 3, 4 years, they actually started to get successful, you know. But like right now, we have social media, so you can post your dumbass clips that I do, and put it on there, and hopefully someone will be interested in watching you. And so being successful, goddamn, being successful nowadays and being great isn't that hard. You really just gotta fucking lock in, twin, and know what you have to do. Because the most triggering thing right now in my life is knowing what I have to do and not doing it for no reason. And every day it's internal battles like, why aren't you recording? Why aren't you posting clips? If you want to be there in your life later on and you know what you have to do, why the fuck aren't you doing it? Motherfucking post, bro. Post, bro. Post 3, 4 videos a week. Post as much as you can, and don't burn yourself out or anything, but like, you know where you want to be in life, you know what you want, and you just have to make it come true. You can't sit around waiting that something will happen magically, motherfucking Harry Potter in your ass. All that to say that if you know what you want to be later, what the fuck am I saying? Later. If you know what you want to be later, and you know what you have to do to achieve that, well, just do 1+1. And don't stop grinding until you arrive to that point. And like I said before, it's all about balance, bro. Don't burn yourself out to a point where you don't even like the thing you do anymore because you've been doing it so much that it's just ass now. But also keep in mind that you do have to put that work in. Because while you are doing nothing and, waiting around, someone that has the same goal as you is working their ass off and doing the work that you're not putting in. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. Lock in, twin.